Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, dogs, and cats, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 Millennium Chaos. No factions. We're here again. Welcome back, boys. If you remember last time, the Greater Turkish State was able to defeat Greece and now is at war with Yugoslavia. So we're really seeing Kebab versus, the Serbs. The Serbs aren't winning. The Serbs got themselves into this war that they couldn't actually win. They have 8 divisions while Turkey has like almost 100. Actually, they have a full-on 100 divisions right now. Turkey is also going down and invading Iraq, which is also being invaded by America, Arabia, and I guess now Syria, possibly? Syria might not be invading it, but Syria's may have occupied a little piece of that land that the U.S. took. So this Iraqi military here is probably pretty I guess, prepared for this, and Hungary declared war on the Slovenian state. Oh, shit. That's not good. Italy controls the Slovenian state. So, yeah, this was another thing that was going to happen here. It was going to be this Hungarian bloc, which is Slovakia, Hungary, and Croatia, and then this little part of Hungary down here, too, versus the now Italian bloc, I guess, because it includes Slovenia and Italy. And Italy's probably going to do very well from this and become one of the stronger powers in the Balkans from this event here. Just take a second to observe and appreciate how thick the Italian state text has been able to get. It's pretty awesome. Also, the Germans were able to last time take over the Netherlands, and they mostly just puppeted stuff. They only took a couple states, but actually now they're actually preparing to go after Denmark, which is interesting as well. So, also Sweden. Sweden has been at war with the Kingdom of Norway for a long time, and Finland has been at war with the Kingdom, or I guess are they kingdoms? I guess this is a Kingdom of Norway. Oh, wow, they've actually gone monarchist since we've started this game, so Norway has moved to monarchy. Damn. Spain is still under siege from Portugal, Britain, and Morocco, but none of them are actually spending the time to actually commence the full-on invasion, so Spain exists still. They're just sitting here hanging out. This little force of Portuguese could move in and basically take Madrid, but they're not gonna. They just want to stand around. Spain literally only has 6 divisions right now. Yep, there goes the Italians. They are destroying Croatia and Hungary. There are German volunteers that are helping out Croatia and Hungary, but I don't think that's going to be enough. And the peace deal has broken out. The Romanian state has been liberated, but also puppeted. Yugoslavian state was annexed, Romanian state was puppeted. Kosovo and Bosnia were also both puppeted, and Montenegro was puppeted. So, it might not look like Turkey controls that much territory here. I mean, they do control a bunch, but it might not look like they control that much. But if you think about all of these being their puppets, and this being a puppet, and this guy being a puppet, it's pretty crazy. Greece is the only one that's actually still independent that they were able to conquer. And Croatia capitulated, giving Italy a ton of equipment, so they are now moving into the core of Hungary. So the peace deal has happened with Italy. They were able to annex quite a bit of Croatia down here, but Croatia was kept alive. They're now independent, but Hungary is an Italian puppet now, and Slovakia is now again independent. So Slovakia is its own country again. Croatia is its own country again, but it's of course very small, much smaller than it once was. So a lot of the Balkans has basically just been puppeted and colonized by a couple of countries. It looks nothing like what it looked like a couple episodes ago, which is pretty crazy. The Germans have declared war on Denmark, so that is happening now. They actually did declare the war. Russia is actually justifying war goals against Japan now, which is kind of interesting. Kazakhstan looks like it was puppeted. A few of its states were annexed into Russia, but not much else. Mostly just the puppeting has happened of Kazakhstan. And Turkey annexed Georgia, too. So rest in peace, Georgia. Armenia and Georgia were at war for a while at one point, but that is now over. Once Iraq is completely dead, which it looks like this army here is just completely surrounded. They still hold Baghdad, though. So while they hold Baghdad, they'll have a little bit more supply, but like a lot of these divisions, they're probably just dying really fast here. The Americans being down here is kind of a problem, though, too. Nigeria and Zaire have gone to war. That's a pretty interesting one because they've both expanded at least a little bit. Zaire has taken Congo. Gabon's getting a little bit caught in the middle here. Nigeria is fairly strong, though, so they're going to give Zaire a run for their money. Also, looks like Sudan has expanded quite a bit since last time I've checked down here. I didn't notice that Sudan had actually taken all of Chad and puppeted the rest. Now they're actually invading into Libya. we saw that Niger had been doing pretty well, and Mauritania died, and it looks like Niger captured Western Sahara in that time. Senegal took the rest of Mauritania and puppeted a small piece of it, so Mauritania is completely gone. But Senegal has risen out of it and become quite a bit more powerful, it looks like. Mozambique and Zambia have gone to war as well, so these two uniting will be kind of interesting to see. It'll remove some of the border gore a little bit. Syria is again winning their war against... Oh, it's already over. Israel is completely dead, actually. I didn't even notice that. Lebanon sent a lot of their troops down here to help destroy Israel, and it looks like it worked, although these troops look like they're stuck down here now because they can't actually get out. They would need to have military... they would need to be able to move through the Syrian territory to get out, but it doesn't look like they're going to let them. Baghdad... Oh, it just fell. It was the last stronghold of Iraq for a little while. American Iraq was puppeted. Turkey was able to take 2 states. America actually left Saddam Hussein in power still because America is nationalist over there, which is kind of funny, but now he's their puppet. Looks like the Germans are doing a pretty successful push up into Denmark. It wouldn't have been that hard anyways, and it looks like they have a lot of help from Czech divisions as well, because the Czechs are their puppets. So how many divisions do the Czechs actually have? 56. That is a ton for the Germans to actually have on their side. That's pretty crazy. If the Germans and the Poles were actually to go to war, looks like the Germans would win at this point. Earlier I would have said the Polish would have definitely won, but the Czechs on their own have as many divisions as Poland. So if you count that with Germany's divisions, it would be insane. Poland would get destroyed. Now the Turks are actually going to conquer the rest of Greece, the ones that they didn't annex and also didn't puppet. So this is Greece's last stand down here. They've got 5 divisions. The Russian state declared war on Japan. That's kind of interesting. It looks like they probably just want these islands here, but I don't know what Japan is going to do about this. Japan has 96 divisions, which is quite a bit, actually. That's kind of interesting. And they might actually be able to do some naval invasions. Although Russia has a super insanely huge army, and it's probably all pouring over here right now. I don't think they're at war with anyone else. Yeah, they have 223 divisions. They have run out of manpower, though, which is not good for them. Japan has not run out of manpower. So it looks like Japan, if they just focus their attacks on certain areas, they could do pretty well over here. There was an Indian naval invasion that happened in the southern area of Persia. But it looks like all these divisions are probably just going to get killed and surrounded here. It's not the best. So Persia really needs to watch out. And because they've been holding longer than I thought they would have against India, which is arguably the strongest country in the game right now. Greater Persia has 133 divisions, while India has 492. Plus their puppets and stuff. I would like to check America, though, too. America has 118. And Richard Spencer is the leader of America right now, which is kind of funny. Look at Ecuador actually beating Colombia in a war. They've taken a ton of territory from Colombia. That's crazy, actually. Oh, and Tanzania sniped Zambia from Mozambique. Mozambique was supposed to have that. But yeah, now Mozambique and Tanzania are going to battle it out. So these are 2 pretty huge Eastern African countries. Let's compare them really quick. 117 divisions for Mozambique. Just right there, 117 divisions. Only 10 factories, though, 3 being military. Tanzania, 54 divisions, so way less divisions. 8 military factories and 12 civilians. So more factories for Tanzania, more divisions for Mozambique. Also more territory for Tanzania, so more territory for Mozambique to have to push through in order to actually capitulate Tanzania. So it's pretty even, actually, I would say, so far. There's some downs and ups to both sides, but we'll see who... Belarus has war goals against the Ukrainian state, which is a puppet of Poland, I believe. Oh, no. The Ukrainian state was actually just independent. So they're actually not going to go to war. I thought Poland and Belarus were going to end up going to war. If they do go to war, this is going to be quite a powerful country, that whoever comes out on top of the Belarus and Poland, if they do end up uniting. Belarus has only 21 divisions, where Poland has 50. So if they were to go to war, Poland would definitely have the edge. China's finally actually going after somebody, unless they already did once and I didn't notice. China is invading, or is about to invade, Vietnam. So Vietnam is at war with Thailand. Thailand looks like it's capturing Cambodia from Vietnam. So this is a optimal time to invade Vietnam, and it looks like there's a massive Chinese army here waiting on the border of Vietnam to actually pour into the northern bits of it. So military Thailand and and China could split Vietnam here pretty soon. I'm surprised that Myanmar actually still exists, because Myanmar usually gets attacked like right in the beginning of the game by either India or China or even Thailand sometimes. Sudan has reached to the coast of Libya. So they're, trying to get that there. They are on their way to actually destroying Libya once and for all. The UK is actually at war with Libya too. I'm not too sure why that's happening. Wow, look at Ghana. I didn't even realize. Ghana is huge comparatively to what it was. They've got 160 divisions in just that. This has 160 divisions, and it looks like Benin is their puppet, and Benin has some divisions too. Whoops. I did not mean to click that. Benin has 12, so together they have quite a lot. It looks like also Zaire has broken Nigeria's line. Nigeria had pushed down into Zaire quite a bit, but it looks like they were repelled. This is quite a small area to attack through, so for both of them, it's going to be oh, shit. Who just nuked them? France? France just nuked Ghana because they took over a country that France guaranteed. There's the British, too. They've landed in Valencia, and they've taken most of the Balearic Islands except for one of them. Korea took 4 states, and one of the bits of Korea was puppeted. So, yeah. Korea is kind of united, but not really. Also, the Chinese are now pouring into the northern bits of Vietnam. Rest in peace, Vietnam. Jeez. You tried. You didn't do that good this time. I mean, you got Cambodia early in the game, I think. Oh, there goes a nuke. Damn, these guys are just going ham on the nukes now. I didn't know 2004 was the year that everyone was able to get nukes or something. Jeez. Vietnam is recalling all their volunteer forces as well back to the country to defend themselves. Ho Chi Minh City is now down in the south. Is their new capital. And there's another nuke. Yeah, Vietnam's dead. There's no way, man. Thailand only has 35 divisions. The third nuke. So if Thailand and China go to war, China's gonna keep getting bigger. The Turks are now justifying on the Arabian state after they kill Greece, I guess. Oh yeah, and there's the war between the Greeks and the Turks. It just broke out too. So the Greeks, this is their last stand. They've got they did build quite a bit of an army since they've got 20 divisions now. So they did build a bigger army since last time I checked, but I mean still there's really nothing they can do to hold back the Turkish advance. And here goes Mozambique versus Tanzania. This is the big battle royale we've been waiting for too. They both have advantages and disadvantages, but we're going to see who comes out on top. It looks like, well, at first Mozambique was losing a lot of the battles, but now they're becoming more neutral, and even Mozambique is starting to win a little bit of them. Nothing has moved on the border yet, though, so we'll come back down there and check on how those two guys are doing in a little bit. Greece was puppeted, and so now it's basically just Crete now, and the rest has been annexed by Turkey. So now they're going to get ready to invade Arabia, and I didn't think that they had a border with Arabia, but they actually do. As you can see here, there's a very small one. That's going to be tough, because this is all desert right here. That's going to be really tough for the Turks to invade in. But it looks like Kuwait is at war with Arabia, so... and they're advancing a little bit. Oh, they've got 26 divisions right there. That's a lot of divisions for one little desert tile. This could show that, like, Arabia's not doing the best right now, and it's an optimal opportunity for Turkey to invade. But Syria is kind of, I guess, a big, nasty blob right here, and if Turkey wants to make their borders look nice, they better go into Syria. It's actually pretty crazy how well Sudan has done against Libya. I didn't think that they would have been able to do that. Also, if there's any pop-ups that say a faction has formed, there actually hasn't been factions formed. That's just the game being weird, not knowing how to deal with the mod correctly. It says there's a faction formed, but the factions don't actually form. So yeah, Sudan is actually invading Libya in a very well. They're doing a really good job. They've taken coastline now. Excuse me, jeez, it just burped there. Libya is making their last stand around Tripoli here. Pretty soon, Sudan is going to have all of Libya in their grasp. Very weirdly shaped country, though. But anyways, boys, thank you so much for watching this episode. If you liked, make sure to leave a like, favorite, and subscribe. if you guys are new, and I'll see you guys all next time. Make sure to leave in the comments what you guys would like to see next, or if anything you guys want to see on the channel later on. Peace.